good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're sitting down to catch back up with your work, or just use this as a reference to get your scores up. I want to talk to you about figurative language in the Barrio boy. So we had several vocab words, but they were repeats. So I only put the three new ones. So our three new ones are connotation, what a word suggests beyond the dictionary meaning; denotation, the literal meaning or dictionary definition of a word; and inference, a conclusion based on evidence from the text. Okay, so language, first off, our lesson notes question is: how does figurative language make a memoir engaging to read? Language can paint a picture by comparing or making extreme statements. We went over in the last video three types of figurative language. We went over simile, metaphor, and hyperbole. We're going to add a fourth type of language, which is a fourth type of figurative language called personification. A personification gives human qualities to things that are not human. For example, lightning danced across the sky. Okay, can lightning dance? No. That's a human quality to that non-human thing. The door protested as it opened slowly. A door can't talk, but saying that that door protested is giving it a human quality. Now, remember that our question is: how does figurative language make a memoir engaging to read? So we know that figurative language paints pictures. It gives us that ability to see how someone's expressing themselves. But we also have our word meanings. You can use a denotation, the dictionary definition, or a connotation, emotional meaning, to help give more detail to your writing. For example, the word dog can have different meanings. First off, the dictionary meaning, a four-legged mammal that is a canine. It's literal. It's that exact definition. However, depending on our backgrounds, depends on our connotation. We may think that a dog is our best friend, okay, man's best friend. Or we can think, because of a trauma experience, that a dog is a ferocious guard dog. Okay, it's scary. Can give that negative type of meaning to that word. Which brings me to this: words can have one or more connotations. Those connotations can be positive, negative, or neutral meaning. Interesting. So let me think. Let me think of a word. The word thin. The word thin means that something is very skinny. Okay? It can have a positive, a neutral, or negative meaning depending on your experience. You may not like this word or have that negative word because you don't like to be called thin. You may have a positive meaning because it means that you've been working out and you've been doing great. Okay. The word moist. I don't like that word. It makes me think of gross things. Like, I don't like it when my clothes are wet and moist. No. Especially your socks. Ew. Gross. But that's my interpretation of that word, that connotation of it. Other people, I have a neutral meaning. They may feel neutral to it. That doesn't bother them. Some may think of this word moist as, ooh, cake, cupcakes. Cupcakes and cake are moist. That's a pot that makes you yummy. Okay, positive. Those are just some examples. Making inferences. This is our last item for today on this lesson. And we're going to be using this inference word a lot. So an inference is a conclusion based on evidence from text. In reading, you're going to be using text evidence to prove that you are right or wrong constantly. This is my favorite thing to teach, text evidence. And you're going to hear me say it, say it, and say it. Edgenuity calls it cite evidence. You're citing your source, but they're both the same, and it's constant. You're proving your stuff to be true or wrong. To make an inference, we use our character's actions. So our character's actions can help us make an inference. We use our author's description. So those words and that figurative language is helping us use and helping us make an inference. Then we can use how details can connect to a larger picture. So we can use those details to help make everything relevant, make those connections. And that is it. I hope that helps with your lessons. And this lesson is for the figurative language in Barrio Boy. So everything in the light green will help you on that lesson. All right. And those notes are available on your class notes on the Schoology page. Have a great day.